Hello guys, hope the stream is up and running. Always a bit of uncertainty with these things, I'm not much of a streamer, but I'll wait for it to kind of register and then I'll start the stream off. I turned on ads for this stream for the first time. I don't know how that's gonna go exactly. I gotta turn my render distance down actually. This is gonna kill my FPS. Let's give it a nice breezy 14. All right. So today I did a bit of work. What I did was, oh, that ambience is killing me, to be honest. Okay, hold on. I love you, ambience mod, but too much. Let's turn that down too. So today what I did was I came in and I kind of built out this area. There wasn't really a good connection between Brewerstown and Castle Stoneheart. So I kind of connected the path. I built this little stream here. And I put in a little bridge. Oops. You can see we're actually missing a couple blocks. There we go. So I built a little bridge here. It's supposed to look like a stone bridge that's covered in dirt. People walking over it. Put in some little custom flowers. These are lilacs where I cut off the bottom. So it's just the top bit. Whoops. And, you know, some tree stumps and stuff. I put in a little farmhouse and a custom cart. And I like the way that it's kind of blending together. This area is called the Quiet Vale, and I guess it's getting a bit less quiet, but I think it's getting prettier, and that matters more to me. But my goal for the day is to come in here, stream a bit, maybe go for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then probably head off for the night. I'm not planning on doing a ton of like crazy work in here. It's mostly that I need to work on some gardens and interiors and stuff. So I'm gonna head over and pick out a place to start working. I think this is a good one. So this place is supposed to be the workshop for a glassblower. I think what I'm probably going to do is make a little building around here. But first I need to get some dirt down. So when we come in here, got my Brewerstown paths. Spread that throughout. Oops, there we go. And I'll probably leave that a little bit grassy. Let me just make this a little bit smaller. And we can come in here, do something like that. Bring it down. And like so. And I'll probably come in there and I'll refine that a bit. But how are you guys doing tonight? I don't know, what's the vibe in the chat? Here, let's go something like so. Okay, I'm not sure about that. I might just make it a straight building. Something like that. I think I put down too much dirt, to be honest. And this audio is kind of bugging me. It's too loud. But here we go. I'm gonna come down, reduce that just a little bit. come through like this and this. Hey, Evan the Historian. Frequent Discord poster. There we go. I think that's fine. I might just bring that out a little bit. Feels a bit odd. There we go. That's better. Getting a bit of lag. It's probably because I'm streaming right now, I think. Or maybe my tick speed is too high. Oh no. I don't know. That's a weird one. Here, we'll come in like this. Something like so. And I want to do a thatch roof, so we need some kind of framing blocks on the inside here. This FPS thing is really bugging me. There we go. Hello, hello, Vesterex. I know you were there for the last stream that we did a couple weeks ago. How is that looking? It's a bit low. I don't think it's too bad though, I guess. What are you making? I am currently working on one of the backyards here in Brewerstown. This is the glass blower's house, and I was thinking of making a little covered area with a big blast furnace sort of thing for the glass blower to work in. This way you can still work if it's raining outside or whatever. Someone saying, what is your name? My name is Sir Bobert Ross. For YouTube purposes, you know. Nice to catch a live stream. What program did you use for the easy pathing? This is the Axiom mod, so I just clicked right shift. With Axiom, you can paint blocks and you can paint with noise. So I've created a bunch of presets here for most of the textures that I do in Brewerstown. I haven't done a lot of manual texturing here. I kind of figured it all out a priori. And I can then create a mask. The mask will just decide where that texture goes. So for here, it's grass, and there you go. Easy path texturing. Hello, this is my first time watching you live. Welcome to everyone who is catching a live for the first time. I know the channel is continuously growing, for which I am eternally grateful. The channel grew a lot in November. It quadrupled in size, which was crazy, but even now I still get a lot of new people coming in regularly, and it's really nice to see. There we go. I think I want a little bit of an overhang there. Probably overhang it on this side too. Like so. Oops. This is the... Oh, I did not mean to paint that. Hold on. There we go. This is the old cemetery, so that's why it's full of grass and blocks and stuff. Here, let me come in and put down a couple of these, like so and like so. Are those stones next to the church, tiny graveyard? Yes, so there are two graveyards for Brewerstown. This is the old graveyard. It is really packed, and you have to kind of walk over most of these graves, because a lot of them are set into the floor now. It's a pretty nice place. Got this big dark oak tree. And basically, a couple years ago, like 20 years ago, they realized they needed more space. So they came over, and next to this little chapel here, they built this graveyard, and they started filling it out. I say 20 years, I don't know. You can make up a number in your head. Maybe it's 11 or 7 or 9 or whatever. But now there is this graveyard, and you can see it's more spaced out. The reason I wanted to build this here is because it's kind of like one of the really good positions for looking at the castle. If I bring up this a little bit, you'll see that you can get a really good view from the spot. So I wanted to have this kind of built into the world. I don't want the only good viewing spots to be from like flying up with creative mode, basically. What about 100 years? I think this is not quite been here for 100 years. Excuse me. I've been kind of sick for a couple days. I don't know. It's like a weird stomach bug thing, but my throat is also scratchy. And well, I wanted to take a COVID test, but they said they don't have any at the pharmacy. So just kind of a guessing game. Maybe it's tuberculosis or something, and I'm gonna go the Arthur Morgan route. All right. So I want to come in here, probably put in a stone brick, kind of blast furnace thing, like so. And I've been using, where is this? Tools and utilities, I think. Ingredients. The heavy core. I've been using this heavy core thing to make some chimneys. There we go. That's looking good. Okay, so... Oh, hold on. I want to try a different design. I want to try it like that. See if that doesn't work. Something like this, and bring it out a little bit. This is another feature of the Axiom mod. I don't know, I'm not crazy about these little chimneys. I'm probably gonna come in and replace them with player heads. I know another thing that I could do is replace them with a little custom block. No COVID test at the pharmacy is crazy. Yeah, I know. I was surprised. Uh, I like how cozy or close everything inside the walls feels. Yeah, me too. I'm building with a lot more kind of empty space than I typically do. Usually I would kind of squish everything up against the town walls, but in this build I'm trying to give myself more room to breathe. And I'm finding that a lot of the details that you can put in backyards and stuff is really a lot more fun and a lot more interesting than having the extra space, or having the extra housing. I mean, let's see if I come in here. Okay. Nope, that doesn't work. I think this is okay. It's kind of a variation. I don't want to keep making the same oven like 30 times. Slay. Thank you. I am trying to slay. Right, so I was saying I might try some custom little heads here. Um, let's see, I'm trying to think of what would work. Kind of a toughie. I don't know, what looks like a little chimney block? Pizza oven. Yeah, it's kind of a pizza oven thing. Yep, yep. So let's see. I don't know, I could try lodestone, doesn't really feel like it works. This is kind of a toughie. Let me try a little tiny cauldron. So block display, cauldron. Come in here, turn on my gizmos, and probably make this about half scale. Ooh, I don't know. Like, I can kind of see what it's going for, but I also don't think that this works. I don't know. I don't know how to make a little chimney cap. That's why I typically go for brick chimneys. But yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out. But I think we should come in here. Probably going to need a table to actually do this stuff on. And I think I kind of need it to be a stone table. So here, I'm going to do something like this. So we can roll out our pieces of glass. Here, let's do another display entity. This one will be a pane. Let's go for green. I think green's gonna work. If I can find green. There we go. Whoa, it did a flip. Sink it in a little bit so that the legs aren't exposed. Okay, sure, let's try that. Let me stop dealing with that for a second. I don't know, I'm just not sure that the cauldron is gonna work. But I'll go back and I'll give it a shot. Lava cauldron, no. That's not it. Whoops, hit my mic. Didn't mean to do that. So I don't know, how's everyone doing in the chat? What's the night looking like on this lovely Sunday night? I have an exam tomorrow worth 15% on my mark. Huh. I don't know, that's not like terrible, but well, you know, it kind of works. Low key? Yeah, that works. I'm happy with it. Tired? Yeah. A lot of that going around. Mime in the chat asking, what are you studying? I am an anthropologist, and this class specifically is linguistic anthropology. So it's all about how languages are tied to culture and society and stuff, and how we can study linguistics using the kind of traditional anthropological methods of participant observation and stuff like that. Now, I don't know what's going to be on the test specifically, because I didn't perhaps study as much as I should have. But, you know, you live and you learn. I'll have time tomorrow to do it. I'm just trying to fix the scale on this, because it's a bit big at the moment. It's giving smart man. I don't know. I feel like a smarter man would have studied a bit more, but then I wouldn't have time for this. For creating a little glass blowing place, so I don't know who's the real winner. There we go. I think that looks good. Probably gonna need, what's that block called again? Shroomlight? Yeah, there we go. Because I need it to look like a hot furnace-y oven thing. There we go. Whoops. Oh god. Okay. Like so. Have you included anything language related in your worlds? That's a good question. I don't know if I have the answer to that. I don't know. I guess I think you got to be a bit more specific. Don't do drugs, kids. Yeah, good one. I think don't do drugs is good advice, broadly. If your doctor prescribes something, you should probably take it though. So, there's always exceptions. Go. Gonna need a ton of firewood to keep this thing going, I think. So, yeah, I'll probably pause some up around here. Maybe I can put a campfire in here for more firewood. I'm using a ton of display entities in this build, and probably more than I will in the future. Mostly for the reason that it's my first time, and I kind of just want to see how far I can take things, you know? I want to see, like, without completely ruining the Minecraft vibe, I want to see, like, how fun is it actually? Like, how interesting can you make a build using display entities? You have to say no to fentanyl. Well, I don't know. Doctors prescribe fentanyl, though, and I don't think that's a bad thing inherently. I think it just depends, I think most things depend. Here, clear those out. Yo, Bobert, you're one of the best ones right now. I hope you inspire more creators to follow your style. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Um, oh, that fits. That's cool. I didn't think it was gonna for some reason. Here, let's see if we take this out. Can we then knock this down like so, like so? Oh, there we go. That's kind of cool. Okay, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. There's only one B in the name. Yes, that's correct. You have to say no to bad people then. Well, it's always a matter of perspective, I guess. Morality is morality is socially created, kids. Okay, so here, let's get some sand in here. I feel like it makes sense for this guy to have kind of I'm probably gonna come back in here and try to make this a bit more like accurate because I don't super know how glass blowing works. I've seen people do it, but I don't know how people like make glass usually. If anyone, if anyone in the chat knows how glass is usually made, let me know. But I'm trying to be kind of as accurate as I can. I know in Minecraft you make it with sand, but like that can't be that realistic, I feel. I'm gonna put a bowl here because I don't know. I imagine you gotta have some ingredients and stuff, some extra little bits, like I don't know. Might need. I mean, in real life, windows are mostly leaded, but I don't know if this guy would even have lead like with him, or if that's somebody else's job. Evan the historian defending my name in the chat. I'm always happy to have shooters in the chat for real. Nah, but it's not that deep, It's just joking around. Here, let's maybe make this grass because I don't know. Yeah, I think that cart could like reasonably get through here. We'll do some pots, and I think I probably want to do some kind of garden here. So we'll do a little garden square. Like so. Or I don't know, maybe it should be... I don't know, it's always kind of hard to judge these things. 4x4 feels too big though. Um, there, okay, we'll go with something like that. And we'll put in some flowers, probably. Let's do some ferns on this one. And here we'll put in some kind of flower. Oh, geez, I've missed stuff in the chat. Okay. Mainly silica, soda, and lime. Ooh, that's a good point. That's how glass is made. That video about the builds on the roads connecting big cities came in clutch. Coincidentally, I'm working on similar style world and I need more road advice. Use grass slabs. I wish, brother. um, well, you know. Should I put another tree in here? Or I'll probably just leave it as grass. Here we go. I actually have a preset for placing grass now. It's called foregrass. So it's air and the block below it has to be grass. Then I come in here and it's a mix of grass and azaleas. There we go. And it did nothing. It placed everything far away and I have nothing here. How lovely. Okay, this feels too much. Too grassy. This is where I want my grass. There we go. So something like so. Come in here and I wanted to place some kind of flower. Maybe Lily of the Valley. The cornflowers are classic. I don't feel like it goes well with the colors though. I'll try orange tulips. Just want to say love your channel, man. Thank you, Chris Crypto. There's some beef going on in the chat about the English language. There we go. I think that's nice. I'm not sure about those, though. I might replace those with something. I don't know what. Berries doesn't really work. Maybe I'll put the cornflowers here. There we go. I think that's good. Shows that they're up to something. Sir Bob, do you know how to stay engaged in a Minecraft world? Like, I made a world, but the terrain was hard to work with, so I'm restarting, but I don't know where to start. Any advice? I don't have a video on that, but I'll kind of give my advice, which is just make one build that you're happy with, and if in the future you come, like, if when you're working on that build, there's some place nearby that's kind of interesting, like there's a cool cave, a natural harbor, a cool biome, like one that you haven't worked with in a while, build another build, and then you can start a world from there. But I think you just have to try and start with one small build, like one village that you can finish in a month, or one castle that you can finish in like 2 weeks. You know, that kind of thing. I mean, so Black Hole Castle I made in one afternoon, and Dun Lion I made in an evening when I was on Discord. I think if you just start with something like that, I think that's the way to stay engaged. Is just to get something down, like kind of sink your roots, sink your teeth into something. Chris Crypto saying, I have a question though. What is your IGN in reference to? I'm not sure what that means. Gotta go to Pennsylvania. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so somebody mentioned lime earlier, and that doesn't work. I don't know. I feel like I want to. Here we go. So maybe I'll take some sugar and use that to look like lime. Obviously, this is it's not a perfect process, but I think we're just trying to make something here that feels plausible more than anything. It doesn't have to be a perfect representation. It just has to feel like something that you could reasonably stumble upon in the Middle Ages. And I don't really like the white coloring for this. I think I'd like to go for granite and get some softer tones in here. So we're going to go into replace mode. Like so, so, and like so. I think that works better. Oops. Let's get that back. Did not mean to get rid of that. And I hope these display entities don't lag my build too bad. They might actually be doing that. I might stop making so many display entities now that I think about it, especially unnecessary ones. Here, I'll just put that there and I'll know what it is. Basically, it's that little wooden piece that you put in a furnace to stop it from like letting the hot air out. IGN means in-game name. So my in-game name is Pools Closed, and that's a reference to a silly meme, basically. Um, Pools Closed is an old. I don't know how to explain it in like a not weird way. Pools Closed is a reference to an old meme where people would go onto an online game and block access to a pool and say that the pool's closed due to AIDS. It's a silly internet joke. My channel name, Sir Bobert Ross, is a reference to one, A Song of Ice and Fire, so like the Game of Thrones books, and two, the American painter Robert Ross, better known as Bob Ross, who is famous for his landscape paintings. There we go. That's really tall. I need to figure out how to... Maybe I'll put... Here we go. I have an idea. I'm going to put a toilet here. Oh, I can't get rid of that. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Here, so let me go like... So, there we go. That ain't bad. Maybe I'll make that dark oak instead so it blends a bit better. Like that, and... Whoop! Hold on, I fell down, I fell down. There we go. Okay. Like so, and then that'll be a little toilet. There we go. All right. What is better, to use Axiom blueprints and make set houses, or make them all custom? I don't know. I mean, I make all my houses from scratch. I've gotten more into making Axiom stuff, but I'll show you all the blueprints I have. None of them are houses. So, okay, if we expand this screen, you'll see all of them I've made are for Brewerstown. So there's a couple of basic structures up here. I was doing some hop farming, and that's like really tileable. Chicken coop and a birdhouse, a couple of boats that I wanted to copy paste because I've always copy pasted my boats. A few wagons, and then the rest are just trees because, again, like trees and boats are things that you can kind of just make a set amount and just tile them endlessly. That's honestly what I'd recommend using Axiom for. I wouldn't necessarily do it for houses because I think the most fun part of building in Minecraft is doing like exteriors, and if you were gonna actually do like Axiom blueprints for houses, what you would probably do is do all the exteriors as blueprints, and then you'd have to do the interiors yourself, which is kind of robbing yourself of like one of the most fun parts. Excuse me. Okay, I think this is fine. The only thing I'd like to add, if possible, is a chest in here somewhere, but I don't know if I can. I mean, that's a bit cramped, right? Yeah, I don't know if I can do a chest in here. I would really like to, though. I think... I don't know. This is a tough one. I guess there just won't be a chest in there. Oh yeah, so that is that one mostly done. Let me actually come in here and figure out how I want this interior to be. So this is all granite. I think the floor is on this level and it's gonna be spruce. So come in here. I don't want slabs, because slabs are kind of annoying. Slabs can make a roof more interesting, but sometimes I just don't like that kind of caved in look that they have. If that makes any sense? And I know that it's a bit dark in here, so let me see if I can't punch out a couple of little windows. Nope, can't do there. Okay, hold on. Where is... There we go. That's the middle of it. So... I don't know, we'll figure that out. The reason I'm doing red windows is because it's the glass blower guy, so it kind of feels like fitting for him to have really nice windows. You know, like if you made pocket watches your whole life, you'd probably have a pretty nice pocket watch. Maybe that's just the way I think. I don't even think I can put a glass thing there because it's kind of blocking the stairs. There we go. Okay, we definitely need one here. And... okay, this is a bit awkward. Here, let's cover this all up. I don't want to see the roof from the inside. Like I said, the stream is going to be a bit of a mix of doing interiors and exteriors. I just wanted to chill, do it on camera a bit. I know I don't kind of live stream as much as I maybe should. Maybe it's because I never got into Twitch, but you know, I think sometimes people don't really get what the building process is necessarily, and I think that live streams help with that. So you can understand the way that I work through it. You should make a gaming channel once you get a bit more traction to widen the audience. That's a good idea. The issue for me is that I mostly game now on... There we go. That's a nice window. My issue is that I mostly game now on PlayStation, and I don't really know how to stream from there. I'm sure I could figure it out. It's just not something that I kind of. It's not something that it's as easy as doing it from laptop, you know, because I don't own a PC. I'm just doing this on my school laptop, basically. Let's see, let's see. Where is this? There we go. Um, I don't know what the vibe is. Might be red doors. Or I could finally use some of those crimson doors. I almost never use crimson because it's like a really... And I'm still not going to use crimson. I'm not a huge fan of the crimson textures in this game, unfortunately. What games you got on PlayStation? I have been playing a ton of Kingdom Come Deliverance right now, as people in the Discord can attest. Let's see. I play some of the Call of Duty games when they come out, but I'm not a big Call of Duty guy, honestly. It's more just I used to play with my friends, and now my friends don't really play, and I kind of just have it because I don't have to pay for them, so I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else I have. Here, maybe we could just do this, and that would be like way easier. Yeah, there you go. Okay, right. Fallout 76. I used to play Fallout 76 a good amount. Not so much anymore. Kind of got bored of it. I have the Outer Worlds. I have Kingdom Come Deliverance 1. I have Dredge, but I haven't played Dredge. In terms of games I've sank my teeth into, really. Fallout, Skyrim. Let's see. I don't know. That's a. I don't buy that many games. I mostly just like buy a game and then play it for until like completion. Oh, Astrobot. Astrobot, Astroworld, whatever it's called, that was my favorite game of the year, for sure, for 2024. Which is kind of a cliche answer. Like, I know everybody liked that game a lot, but you know what I mean. You know, it's a banger. What can I say? There we go. So I think that's fine. Actually, I might just replace this with like so. And then, because this is going to be like a kitchen, right? Whoops. Hey, stop that. There we go. It's going to be like a kitchen, so I want it to look like a open window shutter, basically. Only Fallout game I have is New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is good. I fully like 100%ed Fallout 4. Fallout 3 is fine. I'm not a huge fan. And Fallout 76 is fine. Fallout 1 I tried to play, and anybody who's played Fallout 1 kind of knows why I didn't finish that game, because it's a huge pain. But, you know. The first game I ever bought, actually, for PlayStation was Dark Souls. And if you're wondering, I did not finish Dark Souls because it was the first game that I bought, and it was it was hard as shit. Uh, Dark Souls is not what I would recommend people buy as their first game. There we go. That's my kind of typical standard bathroom sign. One thing I like when I build is to try and think about the ways that people can get around my world if they're like parkouring. Not 100% of the time, but I don't know, it's just one of those things. Like the ability to jump around and go through builds in interesting ways is pretty cool if you can incorporate that. I like the house. Thank you, Evan the Historian. I like it too. I like where this is going. It's going to be bedroom, bedroom. I have no idea what this is going to be, and this is kind of like a front office space. Here we go. Probably going to do another set of double doors. The wrong way, apparently. So think about the Middle Ages. People very often had their front doors like wide open, and the front part of your house would be like almost like an extension of the street. So like people could pretty easily come into like the front part of your house, but the back part was more like your actual house, and that's where you would have more of an expectation of privacy, basically. Like so, and like so. I think that's good. 4 people living here. Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense. Let's do granite chimney. Well, I don't know. What did we do over there? Stone brick? Maybe we'll do a stone brick chimney here too. Or andesite. That's the move. Oh. Okay, well, you know. Here, let me do this properly. Did y'all see any of the halftime show? Oh, damn, I forgot I forgot the Super Bowl was on. I don't watch American football, so I don't think about these things. I should have thought about that, actually. This might not have been the optimal night to stream. But anyway. It's a casual stream. Not doing anything crazy. There we go. I think the chimney is just going to be the same as the house, basically. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't... Here, let's get a couple of polished andesite just to demarcate. And there we go. Then we can pop back in. And we see the beauty of doing it this way. So here we go. Little fire going. This is bothering me. I guess, yeah, I can take that out. So that's fine. And just like that, we've got a medieval chimney. Make the unknown room a painting room. That's a good idea. I don't... Oh, hold on. I'll put a sign to remind me, because I probably won't get to it in this stream. I'm not gonna go for that much longer. Probably only until like 9:30. I'm not gonna make it a painting room. I'm gonna make it a room for women to do textile work, because I mentioned textiles in my latest video, and I want to actually include some of that. Here we go. This is going to be a little stone sink. I've been incorporating these stone sinks into Brewerstown. I saw basically when I went to one of those like house, you know, like I don't know if you guys have this in other countries, but, like, you know, you can go to a house and they still have everything set up the way it was in like 1600. I went to one of those and they had a bunch of basically they had a stone sink. So instead of like a big metal sink, you just had a like a carved piece of stone, and that's kind of the vibe. There we go. That's not bad here with the mangrove wood. Da-da-da. I watched it. Hi Jaden. Hello Xbox girl in 1983. I'd like to put in a candle here. Maybe just a couple back here. We don't need the light, but you know, it's nice to have. Um, put a pot down and here. So here's how this is gonna work. There's gonna be a little kind of booth here where you can buy your glass. So this is going to be like a little table you can come up and talk to the guy. And back here I'll probably put something like a chest and a couple of shelves. I don't think he would probably have a lantern. And he probably wouldn't operate this during the nighttime at all, so I think I might just leave it kind of like this. Except that I'll make this chest into like a fake chest. I don't know, maybe I'll use dark oak. Okay, dark oak, and I've been using resin to look like money. So we'll put some resin clumps down. I don't think this guy's literate, so I'm not going to give him a book, but let's see what else we can maybe give him. Is there a bakery build in one of your towns? Yes, there is. This building is going to be a bakery. If you want me to show you some of my bakeries that I've done, let me know and I'll fly over to those places. This doesn't have to be exclusively Brewerstown. I can fly around and show you stuff. The invisible hotbar, then them doubloons. Yes, the doubloons indeed. I really like using the resin to look like money now. I used to just use like golden ingots, golden nuggets. Actually, I'll show you. So here, invisible item frame, golden gold nugget, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison. So in my custom-made resource pack, it's called Cerulean Materials. I made the gold nuggets look like gold coins. So you can see there is my custom-made gold coins, and this is the resin model. I think that still holds up. Like, I wasn't the best like digital artist, but that still looks pretty good. PS1 Haggard said I would appreciate it. All right, so let's take a little peek around the world, shall we? And I'll show you a couple of bakery designs. The most recent one that I've made is in Regensburg, so we'll go yonder. Yeah, let me just clear my inventory first. And we'll follow the road system. So here we go. We're taking the road out of Brewerstown, flying fast. We're going to hook a left through the Quiet Vale. And passing here by the crossroads, we can fly down this forest road. I know it's a little janky when I'm flying, but you know, you get the idea. Go through the big old Regensburg gate and come up to Regensburg. Flying over, we can get back down into town. Do. and the bakery is just over here. There are actually two in Regensburg. So there's one that only does cakes and pastries, and there's one that does bread. This is the one that does pastries. It's called Patisserie Hendrik. So you can see there are cakes and cookies. And if we come back here, this is the bakery area. So we have our firewood, a big chimney here with fire coming through. We have a couple pieces of sandstone that look like raw dough, some honeycomb and eggs for our bakery supplies, fresh water, wheat, and a little pizza peel, basically, to get the pastries out. And then up here is just a little house area. If we go over, though, into the slightly poorer part of town, this is the actual bread bakery. So coming in here, we have a couple of different loaves, piece of bread, clock. We have some money that's being exchanged, some uncooked loaves of bread, and here we have another oven design. This building is brick and the oven is brick, so this is kind of tucked under the stairs, and that is the back wall of the building. This guy has a bit of firewood in here, and he also has a little wheelbarrow bringing in firewood. So those are two bakery designs, and I'll just fly over and show you a third one for posterity's sake. Me and my girlfriend have been building a bakery, and we don't know how to do the entrance inside. Biggest advice to you is go to a bakery. So the bakery near me is not a medieval bakery, but you come inside, they have a counter to sit. They have some fridges full of like pies. They have some stands showing like brownies and stuff like that that they've baked, and then they have the actual counter where you can go up and pay. So that's kind of what you need. You need a place for people to come in and be greeted, and a place for people to see the things on display. This one is called Océans Viennoiserie. Viennoiserie is a French word for pastries, basically, just meaning something from Vienna. So if we come inside, there is a storage room, and this bakery only serves people through the window. So here you don't even have to make an entrance. You can just kind of let people walk up. We have a little prep area with, again, our kind of pizza peel. We have our eggs and stuff, our supplies. Over here we have some fresh water and our oven. That's a pretty decent oven design, actually. So this is it, and then, if you come up this way, then you get to the actual house. So there you go. Those are three bakery designs for three very different styles, honestly. I think a vanilla option for the resin is okay, but you can make your own. But if you can make your own like that, it's awesome. It is cool. Honestly, my only issue is just that not everyone has the ability to like download the texture pack, and I don't want things to look weird. And I also low-key forgot how to do the texture pack, so it's not likely to happen anytime soon, unfortunately, that I kind of get back into it. But we'll see. I've been holding in my pee for like a half hour to watch this stream. Oh, brother, you should just go. The stream is rewindable. We'll be here. We'll be here. Whoops, I was looking at the chat. Almost flew into a wall. All right. We are back into things. Let's get back into this guy. So what would he have? I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know what you'd necessarily want. Maybe just a candle. I don't know. Maybe I'll just give him a little candle. And I can put that there. There we go. I think that kind of fits, honestly. We'll make this dark oak as well, because I want to kind of avoid the spruce in here. like so. There we go. That's pretty nice. And yeah, that feels like a good front entrance to a glass shop. I like that. I really like the kind of tablecloth look. So coming back in here, Piece One Hagrid, I'll send photos of the final build in the Discord. It's a huge Victorian / Georgian era bakery, half business, half residence. That's really cool. How did you make the boat sails? Ooh, hold on. Do you mean these boats? Because this is just mushroom block with a couple of trapdoors to kind of buff it out a little bit. If you mean this one, I kind of just followed a natural shape. It's a mix of white wool and white powder concrete. Good night, Adam Burgess. Oh, sorry, I meant to mention it. So PS1 Hagrid, I actually have I made my friend a huge blanket. I got a custom order, like 90 inches by 80 inches blanket off the internet, and I had it custom printed with PS1 Hagrid's face. So it's just like this horrible stretched across image of PS1 Hagrid's face across this like 90-inch canvas. All right, so let's get into it. What do we want in here? Let's see. Oh, we need a bit of firewood. So here we go. Here, I'll replace that. We'll just put a little bit of firewood in there because we can't really put any in here. Well, maybe we can stack some up in the street though. This is covered. I think that's okay. Honestly, I think that's okay. Just to kind of explain where that stuff is. Pressure plates, classic. Here we can put one. Maybe a couple like there and there. Put a... I think I'd like to show the kind of class divide, so I'd like to put something nice up here. Maybe like a cooked pork chop. They can't quite afford steak, but they can afford like full cuts of meat, whereas people down in like the peasant area probably can't afford that really. Oh right, I said I was gonna stop doing these. I don't want this place to get too laggy, honestly. If I can keep it a bit simpler, I probably will. My throat's killing me, honestly. Um, I'm trying to follow like all the little conversations happening in the chat. I don't know what some of these things mean. He likes to make baskets with sticks. I used the paintbrush for paths. I used coarse dirt, rooted dirt, terracotta. Terracotta is always in the middle of the path, and I don't know how to stop that. Oh, I don't. That might be. Okay, if you're going in your noise painter, it might be the type of noise you have. If you have like simplex or Voronoi edges or something, it might be that. I think I'm just using white noise or splatter. That's what it is. So, I don't know. Maybe that's what's saving me. Oops. No, that's not what I wanted. Hold on. There we go. This kitchen still feels kind of empty though, so what can we add? Here. We'll put in a... Whoops. A cauldron. I don't know how to show it, but this isn't supposed to be like a chain. It's supposed to be that little thing that you can kind of swivel out, and then it will push your cauldron over the fire. But you know what I mean. Speaking of fires, this one's probably been going for a while, so why don't we get, just a little some. Whoops, I took the wrong kind of coal. We'll get just a little something going on down there. Like so. Da-da-dum. Mushroom blocks, mushroom blocks. Mushroom blocks are good for paths. I've used mushroom blocks in here. I was using regular paint. I used noise painter last time. I don't know. Sir, I liked your video about medieval stuff. I never knew that stuff about the trees. I may actually try to do some of that here as we use a wood burning stove, just to see if it's really feasible. That's a good idea. Let me know if it is feasible. I'm from Brazil. Hello, Ping Pong. I was using regular paint. I wonder how hanging spices could be represented. Oh, I forgot about that. You're right. You're right. Hold on. Hold on. Let's hang some stuff. Okay, number one is glowberries. So we can hang some glowberries. And number two, if you want to hang spices specifically, I use this trick in Medina. Medina, my desert city. And what? Get out of here. If you do that, it kind of looks like chili peppers. It's not perfect, but it kind of looks like chili peppers. But I think I will do like this, and then probably another one hanging there. Yeah, kind of like that. I don't know, just like a random little touch. Loki. Your arm reminds me of a monkey arm. It is my, what is this, 11th Professor, 11th Doctor skin? I think it is. My skin used to be Frodo from Lord of the Rings, but I wanted one that looked like a professor, so here we are. I don't think I'm gonna do the chilies though, just because it doesn't feel like it fits the Brewerstown vibe. I don't know. Even though like it technically makes sense, it doesn't like mentally click for me. I don't know if you can appreciate the difference. There we go. I think it might be nice to put something like that there. I like how this kitchen is coming together. Here, you know what? I'm probably gonna do some rushes. Like so. And I hate it. Alright, hold on. Let's see if we can't represent rushes in a less ugly and aggressive way. I think raw iron might work. Kind of. So rushes are like those like kind of woven mats, like reeds stuff that you put on the floor to keep it insulated. Which you would want to insulate this room because you're going to spend a lot of time in here, but I don't know if this kind of like fits. Like, I feel like that kind of just works better, honestly. Keeping it more simple. I really love the view of the castle in here. And one of the really fun things about using stained glass is that if you're using shaders, you can get colored lighting. It looks like Indiana Jones when he's teaching. That is... Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, guys, let's talk about politics. Let's not. All things are political, but this channel does not have to be explicitly political. Wow, look at that. Rose tinted glasses. See, I love shaders. Like, I love these shaders especially. This is the Suisse PTGI shaders. I just hate that they never updated them to have candles. So candles don't work with these shaders or like shroom lights or anything, but you know, it's not the end of the world. This shader also has colored lighting, but it's really dark for some reason. I have no idea why. I have a couple different options. Photon is nice, but it's really moody typically. Like that's beautiful, but it's also so dark for no reason. There's like no natural light. And Euphoria Complementary is kind of my typical shader. Bit dark, but it's better for outdoors, I guess. BSL is the brightest one for indoors, I think. Yep, there you go. How do they insulate in the Middle Ages? That depends. So some houses would have just been made out of like wicker walls. Like if you think about it like a wattle and daub house, wattle and daub is kind of going to insulate. Wicker walls, you can put moss in between and that'll insulate. Putting tapestries on the walls, putting carpets on the floor, bear pelts, rugs, those kind of Persian like wall rugs, putting pelts on the walls. All that stuff will help insulate. Putting rushes on the floor, like those woven mats, will help insulate. Um, Lime wash. So even just like painting the stone to be something other than like raw stone will help insulate. In real life, nobody would live in a medieval house that looked like this. Like it would be painted. It would be this color or this color. But in Minecraft, it's kind of hard to show that, and I need to distinguish between the the whitewashed wattle and daub versus like the stone. So it's I don't know, like it's not as easy to showcase, I guess. The raw iron looks like rushes a lot. I I feel that, but I also don't know if it looks like a rug. I don't know. I guess like color wise, I feel like it's kind of bothering me. I can make it like that, but then that's like that feels worse. You know? And then it's off center with the window. Maybe if it was like this instead. But then that sucks. Like that still feels off center. Because it's kind of I feel like if it's a 3 by 3, it's too square, and if it's a 2 by 3, it's kind of at odds with how this is like a 3 by 3 and this is a 1. So this is creating like a very specific kind of shape here. If that makes sense. Can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? It's so hard to purchase an iron ingot these days. You know what? I have never tried, so I don't know. I think I'm roughly happy with this kitchen though. Let's see. I don't know. Let's go like that and might just hang something. Uh, Here we go. That's supposed to be like a little frying pan kind of thing. I don't know if that I don't know if that like looks like a frying pan, but like low key though. Low key that kind of works. I don't know. I dig it. I dig it. I see the vision. I remember the days you get a stack of wheat seeds for 5 emeralds. Dude, I have nobody needs wheat seeds. Nobody needs more wheat seeds than we have. I'll be honest. I think we have arguably too many wheat seeds. But I really like this room. I like how it's turned out. This feels good. Like it feels medieval and interesting at the same time. So let's see. This is probably just gonna be a bedroom and also a bedroom. We have kind of the space up here. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it, though. Probably just leave it like so. We'll do that like so. An emerald in 2014 is worth like a stack now. It's just off center, that's the issue. Yeah. It's a griddle. Yeah, it kind of does look like a griddle. I read that as a girdle for a second, though. I was like, what? What do you mean by that? But yeah, I agree. Yeah, that kind of works. This is like kind of squeezing off this hallway, though. I don't know if I like that. But let's do like so. This room isn't... Oh, shit, I just realized I have an issue. These bedrooms aren't insulated, so they're not going to be... Okay, let's see if we can't make another little... Man, okay, hold on. These people are going to, like, freeze to death, high key. Hold on. I'm saying hold on too much, so I'm trying to, like, capture my thoughts before they slip away. Okay, so that is busted. I can't do that. Whoops. Okay, we can go like so, like so. Aha. See, that's what I was explaining about the slabs before, is if you make it slabs, you start to have issues. But if you do it like this, no issues. Okay. Like this and like this, and then if we just put a piece of coal here, voila. Now you can tell that this is some kind of little fireplace. And you could put like a very small little fire here, as long as you don't, you know, let it burn your house down. You could take your fire from here and, you know, just take a little, what's the word? Not like a bedpan, but that little metal thing that you fill with coals. You know what I mean? Let's do like this, and probably put a pot over there. That was me. I don't know. There's like a pot vibe. Okay, like so. This is going to be a room with a little loom. And I don't really know how looms work, so we're going to kind of freestyle this. That looks terrible. I have no idea what I'm doing, dog. Okay. Um, it's 7 p.m. FRI. It's 95 degrees. Need one of those pans. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody know how... Does anybody know how a loom works? In the chat. Because I have no clue, dude. Maybe I'll try like spider webs? Okay, stop doing that. That looks like terrible. I have no clue. Maybe I'll just leave it like that. Maybe it doesn't need anything, you know? I don't know. That kind of looks like something. How a loom works. Yeah, I have no idea. Like, I know that looms are like a medieval thing that, you know, people had and that existed, but like, gun to my head, ask me how a loom works, I have no clue. There we go. Oh, candlestick. Um, they're much taller for me. They usually stand up straight. Oh, guys, no, I want to clarify for everybody in the chat. I know how looms work in Minecraft. I'm trying to figure out how a loom practically works, like in real life. Um, that is the nature of my issue. Okay, I have no idea. I've seen them look pretty tall. Can you sit while you loom? That candlestick, wow. Oh, thanks. That's a old design, I guess. It works. The only issue with it is that kind of particle business, but you know. Here, let me put an armor stand here. I don't like how that looks. Well, I don't know. You know, I'm putting the armor stand back. There we go. A loom is a device used for weaving fabric by interlacing threads. It holds the threads in place when the net is woven through them. Loom comes in various types, from simple hand-operated models to advanced automated machines. Basically, you have to run long strands of thread vertically. If you run threads horizontally, then there's a bar. Yes, you sit. Ah, I see. Okay, so let's make a chair here. And I think I might... I don't know how to represent the threads. I might just leave it like that, like low-key. Place banners in the loom. Oh, that's... Okay, let me... that doesn't work for me, unfortunately. I like the look of that. I just need to figure out... Oh, I've seen people do this with carpet, I think. I don't know. And this might... I might just have to leave the loom like that. I don't know. I think this might be the amount of loomage I can kind of take in one day. So usually what I would do is I would kind of like sit back and Google these things, but obviously it's not entirely doable, live stream context. Here, I'd like to put down some flowers on the table. I know that in here I want a bed. What? Why did it place them like that? And I want a bed in here too. That low-key means that there's, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's like 4 seats at the table. Yeah, there's 4 seats. I haven't Googled it for you. I know, but I can't wrap my head around it. You know what I mean? Like, I can think of ways to make it look more loomy, I guess, but like what? Okay, so what I could do is something like this, and then spin it to 45 degrees. Like I could do like something like that, but does this like accurately like look like what a loom is supposed to look like? I guess it's not terrible. This might be this might be it, honestly. This might be the solution. I don't know. To all my loom heads in the chat, does that kind of look like a roughly realistic loom? Uh, tripwire hook too. There's a piece above the textile itself. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Tripwire hook is a good idea, though. I'll put a couple up there. That kind of bothers me. Maybe I'll put a couple there. It looks like something might hang, you know. I don't know what you'd want to hang, but you know, like the idea. Um, PS1 Haggard said that is incredible. I don't know. What do we think in the chat, guys? Is this an acceptable loom design? Oh, that's crazy. Whoa. How did I even get that? Wait, what? How did I pick that up? I have no idea how I did that. Okay. I don't know why this is in my inventory. Um, love your builds, bro. Thank you. Very sus, Mikey. I think if you had it above the loom, so it looks like the carpet is covering the top of the loom. If it's like that, you're not able to reach the bottom threads to complete your project. I think if you had it above the loom, so it looks like the carpet is covering the top. Okay, I think. Hold on. Am I think you mean like that? Investor Rex in the chat, is that what you meant? I'm feeding cows and dogs are chasing coyotes. Ah, oh right, you said you own a ranch, right? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Good luck with your coyotes, though. I've heard they're pain. I don't know. What do we think, gang? This kind of feels like it could be loom. This looks loomy, lumicious. I don't know. I'm really liking this interior though. I feel like this is like a really fun. Um, I don't know. Like this is a fun place. The more I find you use like display entities and custom like little objects on the floor and stuff, the more fun you have. I really feel like Minecraft needs more like not full blocks. You know what I mean? And I'm happy that we're getting all those new grasses and stuff. Best Rex says yes. There we go. Okay, so there's our loom design. A lot of your castle builds don't have a treasure room. Are you gonna add one to this one? That's a good question. I wasn't gonna, but now that you mention it, I'll make a note. Because that is a good idea. It's just not something I ever really think about. Like okay, that's not fair. So Kelchova Hrad has one. I know I'm not pronouncing that super well. I don't want to get into like Slovakian pronunciation right now. I'll probably put a small treasury here. I never really do it because when I see treasuries in castles, it typically feels kind of cartoony to me. Like to just see like a huge pile of gold sitting on the floor. Like I don't know if you've ever been to someone's house, but they never just have huge piles of shit like on the floor, you know? they have like chests, and maybe if they're a bit disorganized, not chests, they would have like, people usually put things in like their closet. If they're disorganized, they might have things a bit here and there. But like most people, when you go to their house, they don't leave their valuables like on the floor. So I don't know. Is there a dungeon? No, but I did consider that one. And hold on, can I see from here? Okay, you see that there's like those little towers? I'm considering making one of those four towers a little prison room at the very top of the donjon, basically. So yeah, that's probably the move, I think. Let me get a sign in here. I feel like this build is gonna get super laggy, Loki. But I'm not gonna give every build in this whole town like this much love and care. I'm just I don't know. This is supposed to be like one of the nicer places in town, like one of the really like wealthy houses, and I like the idea that there are like nicer places, and you know. Okay, I was hoping I could maybe do a tapestry there, because a tapestry could be cool. Let's see. I think I probably can, to be honest. Just have to go like that, that, and that, and that. Da, 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 da. And then there we go. It'll kind of mess up whatever's on that guy's side, but it's not like the end of the world. Here we go, tapestry time. Okay, so there's no great way in Minecraft to represent tapestries, so I'm just gonna go for like some red and blue wool. I think that'll just be it. Here we go, something like that. Like I said about insulation, just kind of keeping the draft out. I know having a window right above the bed is not very feng shui, but it does give you a good view. So. If you have a castle that's on a mountain or planning one, I think you should consider making so the dungeon area is sticking outside of the mountain, like very high up. Yeah, I get what you mean, like the eerie. Yeah, I see the vibe. You're working top to bottom on a loom. Yeah. We have Great Pyrenees and Turkish boz dogs in the pastures. Damn. That's crazy. 200-pound dog is crazy. My girlfriend, her family has like three big dogs. One is a Schappendos, a Dutch dog. One is a mix of a Husky and a Bernese, and they just got I think it's an Australian Shepherd, which is crazy to me. But yeah, there are some big dogs in the world. I'm not quite sure what I want to put here by the bed. I might just low-key leave it empty. Like, I don't know if people in the Middle Ages even realistically had nightstands, like, as frequently as people today do. Today you think of nightstands a lot, but I don't know if that's even, like, fair. Sorry, I sneeze. I can't really mute my mic because I don't have anything. I know most people have, like, multiple monitors. I'm on a laptop. Like, I don't got tools. I don't want to say a disgusting word, but I'm just kind of going about this without any you know. I think that could be nice, a little table. Maybe something more like this. And could put a couple of chairs here. Yes, sir. Okay. Evan the Historian, right. I already talked about that one. Yeah, I think doing a a prison that's kind of exposed would be cool, but I would never make one like the Sky Cells in the Erie where it's just like completely exposed because I feel like that's kind of just asking for trouble. Like somebody could really easily send a message down like, "Hey, like communicating with torches and stuff." Like I don't know. I would have to build it really super high up in the world for it to be like realistically unreachable. And I just don't know if I'm that good of a terraformer that I can make a castle that high, like, and make it look good, basically. Um, you know, no shade to my terraforming skills, but I think I'm also gonna put a chest in here because, like, low key, I feel like a chest just makes sense. I don't think the pot does though. Um, After I finish decorating this top floor, though, I'm gonna end the stream. I really want to have Templar banks in my world. That's actually a really fun idea. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, Templar banking. That's an interesting one. Obviously, the Templar banking thing didn't end well, but like it's your world. It can end however you want. I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of running out of steam on this interior. I really like this area, and now I'm kind of lost on what to do. Ooh, I really wish we had like what is it? Deep slate versions of the buttons and pressure plates and stuff. Burmese are crazy big. Yeah. I know you use a lot of medieval social structure in your world to animate your world. And I was wondering if you implement folklore elements into your town. That's a really good question. I haven't really done that, but I think that would be an interesting exercise. And yeah, that's definitely a good one. I should consider that. Loki just replicating the same room like twice. I don't know what my deal is. Yeah, let's go for purple. I don't know. Let's go crazy with it. Ba-ba-bum. Yeah, let's just put a couple candles there. I don't think they need to be on. I don't really like things to be super bright at night anymore. I used to make everything super bright, but now I'm more mellowing out, I guess, seeing the beauty in having things that are a bit more contrasted. Do you like pancakes? I think pancakes are fine, but I am more of a crepe guy, or as I guess people in English tend to say more crepe, but I really enjoy a good crepe. Pancakes are fine. I would put waffles over pancakes. I would put French toast over pancakes. Um, Low key, like a good French toast really hits. I also don't have the time for pancakes. Like I never have buttermilk in the house, and I don't want to wait 30 minutes for something to like rise if I put I don't know, baking powder or whatever. I'm not a pancake expert. Don't quote me on like baking powder or anything, but you know what I mean. I'm just kind of going through my inventory because I'm talking and I'm trying to think at the same time, and I can't do both. Um, what did you get for Christmas? I got a map of Tredegor Province. I got a drawing tablet, a coaster that I'm looking at right now. So I got a custom coaster. When I say drawing tablet, it's a Wacom One. So it's like a little $60 thing you plug into your laptop, and it just replaces your mouse with a pen, basically. So it doesn't have its own screen. It's pretty low key, but I'm offended, but I respect your opinion. Yeah, I know, especially like I know Americans are big on pancakes and people in Canada and stuff too, but well, I've pancake is such a catch-all term though. Like there are potato pancakes, savory pancakes, like really thin pancakes. But yeah, crepes are delicious and easy to make. I agree. I think they're the easiest. They're easier than French toast because you don't have to whisk and kind of mess everything up when you fail to whisk the cinnamon in. Because cinnamon is hydrophobic and it never properly integrates. And you just eat clumps of cinnamon. You can tell I have some strong opinions on French toast, but yeah, like a good French toast really hits though. And of course, the age-old, thing. Everything is better when it's made with love. So let's see, what can I put here? What can I put? Decorating is hard, y'all. I know why most people don't do interiors. Interiors are a pain to like make interesting and varied. Once you make a good interior, you just start trying to like copy paste everything. I don't know why it comes so bad, but I don't even have drawing software on my laptop. Oh, just get Krita. Krita is free. I highly recommend Krita. It's a little bit hard to learn, but it's one of those things like if you just do it every day, you'll learn it really quickly. You can't say I'm only gonna pick up Krita like once every 3 months because you just forget everything like every 3 months. Oh, maybe I could put a shelf. Not really. It's kind of tough. Kind of tough. I'll be honest. And I kind of feel like I want to close up some of these windows. Almost. Something like that. I know banners are also going to cause lag, but it's what can you do? The bread makes or breaks the French toast. And that's fair. Um, I feel like the egg to milk to everything else ratio will also make or break your French toast because really eggy French toast sucks. So it's finicky, and I feel like crepes are just easier broadly. But maybe I'm biased. Maybe I'm repping too hard for the crepes. I high key have no idea what to put in here. I don't. I mean, it's not a terrible interior, but I don't know like how to finish it. This is an unfinished room. For some reason, Krita has like input lag for me. Huh. Um, I don't know what that is. It might be your mouse settings. If you have your mouse set to any kind of smoothing settings, to have like smoother lines, that'll give you input lag. But that wouldn't just be on Krita. That would be on everything. So I'm not sure. What am I doing here? See, this would be a good place for a carpet. I think I'm about to cheat here and just lower that a little bit and then come in here. And I think that'll finish the room. Get this, maybe this. Okay, but that doesn't look like a carpet and it kind of hurts my ears, so. I hate the sound of walking on like anything that's supposed to be a carpet and it doesn't sound like a carpet. You know what I mean? Okay, this kind of works though. Like, I think this kind of finishes the room nicely, and it insulates it more, so it's not as cold. So do the blinds. Um, da da da. You lost me. I love eggy French toast. I also love slightly unfinished pancakes. Ooh, I don't know. Yeah, I gotta disagree. Politely disagree. Um, my mouse is probably chopped. Maybe. I use a Bluetooth mouse. I use a what is this? A Logitech M720. It's an ergonomic mouse. Uh, there's some beef in the chat about this about these breakfast food opinions. Uh, more than once I've eaten cereal with water. See that I don't get because to me cereal is expensive. If you were, I don't know. I feel like if I was poor, I'd just buy my kid a big like bag of oatmeal and just like every day we're just eating oatmeal. Like that's how I'd go about it. Because I look at those cereal boxes in the store and they're like $5, $6, and you can only get like six breakfasts out of them. It's like, ugh, I don't know. Painting. My issue is I'm avoiding paintings specifically for Brewerstown because paintings are like not like super medieval. Paintings are really more of like a Renaissance thing in a lot of ways. You know, the eternal struggle. No, I think I'll probably leave it like that. I think this is a good thing. I really like this resin stuff. I love when we get little texture things, little like part blocks. I like this little not little. I like this big tapestry. I don't think there's much we can add in here. Um, and I think we made a really interesting interior. So I didn't really come into this stream with a specific plan, but what we accomplished was completely finishing basically this building. I'm gonna come in and do a couple more exterior details, obviously. Like this isn't I don't think this exterior is as detailed as it could be, but the interior is done and the backyard is done. So there we go. That's a mostly finished house. That's roughly where I'm gonna cut the stream though, guys, because well, I have other things to do. I have a girlfriend to talk to, Um, always keep powdered milk. Yeah, powdered milk is a good one. Uh, water plus creamer makes milk. I don't. This isn't a creamer household, so I'm not big. I don't really know about creamer much. Baby oil and cereal. um, I grew up in the '80s. We ate bag cereal. I don't know what bag cereal means. Isn't all cereal in bags? What does I don't know what bag cereal refers to. That's a tough one. House looks good, bro. Thank you. I'm pretty happy with it. I feel like it's a good little. I really like the backyards. I feel like they make everything more, not just more realistic, but more lived in. You feel like there's a place where someone spends their time. Like they don't just go from like their living room to work and then back to their living room every day. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream, guys. If you have any final thoughts, put them in the chat. I'll wait a second because I know there's a bit of a stream delay. But otherwise, that's basically. Good lord, what is that? That is basically gonna do it for the day, though. We got some good stuff done. I'm happy with the progress. All those little ambient sounds and the falling leaves and stuff. But yeah. Um, make a secret weed farm. I'm not gonna because marijuana wasn't really a thing in medieval Europe. So for that reason, I won't. Um, good build, Sir Bob. Bye. Goodbye. Been explaining your lore. Maybe sometime. Thank you everyone who came